Hey guys, welcome to another video review. Today we're going to talk about the Salt and Pepper Supergirl custom statue. Now, there are not a lot of Supergirl statues out there in the market of a certain caliber. What do I mean by that? I mean that if you're talking about quarter scale or above resin statues, you don't have a lot of choices. And unfortunately, Supergirl statues have had a little bit of a mixed reception when it comes to how they're received. Sideshow did one that was quite a bit controversial, meaning that a lot of people hated it. The face was a little bit goofy. I think depending on how you have it repainted or different lighting, maybe it looks a little bit better, but it didn't look very good. They try to have her in mid-flight. Again, this is a point I'm going to harp on quite a bit. When you have characters where flying is a big part of their iconic look, trying to pull it off in statue form is challenging. It is tricky, not done right or not done very well, in my opinion, very frequently or very often. So that was actually, in my opinion, a bit of a fail. It definitely was not well received by the collecting community. They have another one coming out, which is a little bit better, but the problem is that face, way too cartoonish. Again, not very well received. And we haven't really had too much others. I mean, there's, I think, smaller versions by Kotobukiya. There's PVC versions. There's a lot of anime versions, but that's all we have out there. So that's what makes this piece a little bit special, in my opinion, is that it is a custom statue. It is made by Salt and Pepper, and it shows her, sort of flying in midair. It's a very popular piece. Quite a lot of people really loved it. They didn't make a whole lot of these. It wasn't numbered, but the molds gave out, and this is one of the last castings from that mold that was then painted by Salt and Pepper that I bought. So let's get into this. What's the idea behind it? She's supposed to be essentially floating in the clouds. It's based off of artwork that depicts her like this. I think it's by Art Germ, the name of the artist, Stanley Lau, I believe, Art Germ Lau, but I could be wrong about that. The base is very nice. This is translucent and it's supposed to mimic the clouds. So that's a very nice touch. And then she's attached very securely in this area, but in such a fashion that because it's translucent, if you were to just sort of look at it from certain angles, it does really give you very nicely the illusion that she's floating. Again, not as good as the Green Lantern, as Hal Jordan by Salt Pepper Studios, because that one's genius is that Hal is depicted in mid-strike with his green fist created by the ring. And so it's a very natural thing for his character to do, and it really gives you the illusion a lot better. But this is certainly no slouch. It's very nicely attached, and I do believe that it gives you a very nice illusion of her floating in midair, especially from certain angles. Like from here, she looks really good. Okay, moving up, I think the colors are pretty classic. You get the blue and the red and the yellow. She's again in a very short skirt. This is again true to the source artwork. Here's the yellow S in the background, blonde hair. You have her logo across her chest. Here's her face and her hair kind of blowing in the wind. Her blue eyes. Okay. You can even see a little bit of the tan lines right here. See if I can get a little bit close enough. You can see sort of the tan lines over here and over here. So they did make an attempt to have that painted, and then she's sort of using her thumbs to rest on the straps of the belt. So overall, a very nice piece. Anatomy is very nice, simple, but still one of the better designed Supergirl pieces in terms of execution and sculpt. Now, because this was one of the last castings from the mold. The casting is a little bit rough. You can definitely tell that, and the paint job for her is rather simple. There's not a lot of shading. It's very, very simple primary colors, red, yellow, blue, and then skin tones, skin colors. But for what it is, it's quite a nice piece. And if you are a Supergirl collector or you're a Supergirl aficionado, then this is definitely a very nice statue to add to your collection. She is not numbered. However, I don't think they made more than about, I would say, 50 to 60 of her before, again, the molds ran out, and I don't think they remolded her. So whatever you see out there is what you get. Hopefully you can appreciate her. Again, going for some close-ups. Here's the base. There you go. Until next time, take care.